Hi there, welcome back to another review, and I will be reviewing The Manchurian Candidate. It stars Frank Sinatra, Angela Lansbury, and the film was made in 1962. There was a movie that came out, The Candidate, with the same title in 2004, starring Denzel Washington and Meryl Streep and Liev Schreiber, which I will review at another time. But I wanted to review of the first make of the movie. It revolves around communism in the Cold War and the Cold War. It was released at the height of the Cuban Missile Crisis and is about a man named Shaw who was a soldier in Korea during the Korean War. He was a US soldier, and he's brainwashed by communists, and he basically brought back to the US with under mind control and like implants and like a chip implant in the brain to kill a certain leader. But also at the same time, whether what he's doing is the right thing or not. Angela Lansbury is also in the movie as well. She plays Eleanor Hislin, and Angela Lansbury was someone that was later known for Murder She Wrote, and but she was someone that also acted in a lot of plays and movies and whatnot. And this is one of her roles before Murder She Wrote. And Frank Sinatra, of course, who didn't sing in the movie, but was certainly someone that formidable presence in the movie. And I think from here to eternity onwards, which he played, this was just a carry on for that as an actor for him, I would say. And the movie deals with mind control, deals with brainwashing, deals with communism, deals with Cold War, all these various things that the movie I think has. And the movie is something to think is that, and something to ponder is that it can be applied to politics even today. And it's something that a lot of people who often think in conspiratorial ways about politics, this is a movie certainly for them to think about and ponder. Oh boy, brainwashing, mind control, and whatnot, and assassination. So when this movie released, it was during the height of the Cold War in 1962 when JFK was president of the United States. However, when JFK was shot, Frank Sinatra, who was actually a friend of JFK, withheld rights because he owned the rights to the movie. But many years later, he sold the rights, and the movie's been broadcasted a lot. But for the longest time, shortly after the assassination of JFK, Frank Sinatra held it to himself and didn't want any distribution rights attached to it, and that led to a lot of conspiracies. Thinking, oh boy, maybe Frank Sinatra knew what happened with JFK, and maybe since Frank Sinatra had it, there was an allegation he was involved with the mob, and the comic Don Rickles will make a lot of jokes about that. But what has happened is that when JFK was shot, Frank Sinatra withheld the rights and didn't distribute the movie for like 25 years. It wasn't even aired on American television. So I think it was from 1988 that it's been sold, and now it's everywhere. But the movie deals with a lot of topics I think politics even today can incorporate, with conspiracy theories. Social media is something that wasn't around in 1962, but it's ample now, and everybody has an opinion on everything at any moment, anywhere. So I feel the movie kind of can be contemporary with today's way of thinking as well. And this was certainly something in that time a lot of people thought, people always thought of the fake moon landing and JFK being assassinated. So many conspiracy theories, which recently the JFK files will come out, and I do want to review JFK, the movie directed by Oliver Stone with Kevin Costner at some point. But I feel the movie kind of looks into politics in a way that in the mainstream for the longest time a lot of people did not want to speak about. So I feel like if you watch this movie, you will understand how people think, or at least an alternative view of how a lot of people think. And I feel like that's what this movie is all about. Check it out. It's from 1962. One last thing before I go. Frank Sinatra did have ties. There was alleged ties to the mob, and a lot of people thought Frank Sinatra knew what happened, knew the real reason why JFK died, but there was no evidence made of it. But a lot of people, due to Frank Sinatra not allowing the movie to be broadcast, a lot of people thought he knew a lot of things, but it was later proven to be nonsense. But what I will say is that the movie was ahead of its time when it comes to conspiracy theories and whatnot, only because people were not thinking about things like this. In the United States, up until then, only World War II, there were many tragedies, but everything was outside the United States. World War II was outside the United States. Even Pearl Harbor happened outside the United States, per se. It was a US base in Hawaii. Hawaii wasn't even a state then. So what I feel now is that a lot of people, since social media is a thing now, everybody has various opinions, and I feel like the movie portrays alternative points of view and also entertains ideas that people normally don't really talk about. So check it out, it's a great movie. And Cold War and communism was a theme, and it was not a contemporary theme, but it was certainly a theme of the time. It's a great movie, check it out. See you at the next review.